Mm-mm. Don't know which one.
Tonight is winging it night, baby.
Like a big dog. Hey.
Oh,
We going again? No, we're not gonna do it again. Yeah. So anyway, where's my giggity girl? We go with shit. We go with that one.
let's go. Whichever one you choose, we're going with.
We might kick it on back to the old school. Cause I'm an old fool who's so cool. Yeah, bam. hmm Hey, I know those people. Mhm.
Okay. And
Dun, 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 dun. We got 314 goddamn things in here. All right, there we are. All right.
okay, let's go.
Hey,
Hey.
let's kick it. See, there you gonna walk us in as soon as I 86 this. Boom! It's
Hello,
me.
everyone, and welcome to another CB and the Boys. I'm CB. You've got Mimi and Roger. What's up, guys? How are you today?
Girl. I don't know. We're going to have to do it.
Listen, don't, don't never give drunk uncle the keys. That's all we can say. That's how that's going. Anyway, it's gonna be a wacky Wednesday, folks. Clearly, what's the deal with it though? All
Hey, we are here. We are present and accounted for. That's what matters. And as you
right,
can tell, we have one party missing.
George is working in the background. You know how he's doing it, but we still about to get our regular promos, and then we gonna listen. I ain't even gonna mess around. We gonna jump into the intro, and then we gonna give Mimi her shit because I don't want to hear her mouth.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another fabulous CB and the Boys radio show. We have got a fabulous hot show tonight with some fire hot topics you don't want to miss. So just sit back and relax and buckle up. It's going to be a thrilling ride.
C.B. Booker, George Buckerboy Homie, Roger Hawkins, Mimi Acosta. Let's go! CB and the Boys, Midweek Motivator. Come on, gather around, get the 411, and let's talk about it.
Yeah. I just want y'all to see the plane again. Anyway, I like that intro with the Crystal does, so that's why I did it.
Yes,
Anyway,
I love it too. I love
you
it
got
too.
Mimi, you got a plethora of shit for us. 'Cause I'm about to kick you off out the gate. You got a
So,
game?
yeah, let's go. Let's go. Because look, it's drink time. Let's go.
Bet it.
Come get the 411. And it's Mimi's drink special. Mimi, let them know what you're sipping on.
So, hey. I know you over there. The fingers are on, honey. The fingers are on the buttons tonight.
Just drink,
And
woman.
so is my drink. So I'm having mango juice with coconut rum, which is the Crucian rum. Okay. which is a Caribbean cruising rum. So this is just beautiful. You can't tell the black because of my straw, because of the background, but here's my little black straw with my little ice. Honey, I got a lot of ice in this drink tonight. So yes, that is what's happening. CB, what you got over there, Mama? What you got over there? Your fingers are working on that phone, but I need to know what you are sipping on.
Nothing.
If it ain't a 40, I'm about to say fucking pathetic.
Okay, well, it's all good. Work them fingers over there. Anyway, Roger, what you got?
Listen, we're going to talk about fingers here in a minute because tonight's topic is going to slide right into that pun intended in this bitch. But anyway, since certain people George ain't here, I got two different drinks for y'all. So, normally I'm pushing my homegirl's Sakari line of spirits and whatnot, but from her lovely factory and things like that, we also have what's called a BOYZ box. And y'all already know pre-made drinks the whole nine. So like I said, I get a bunch of these to sample and kind of help pass out things like that. Anyway, I'm BOYZ boxing it tonight. I'm going to go with a Long Island. Then I'm going to go with a Hurricane here in a minute. That's it because the brother got to get up early. Yeah. So I'm about to shake this joint and make it do what it do.
Okay. So, I can understand that. That's what's up.
Yeah, we shake it up. So we gonna need it tonight. I like winging it and wagging it sometimes. That's just how I get down.
Yeah, tonight is gonna definitely be wing it night, and we're gonna wing it because at some point George is gonna stroll into the building. And
he miss his ass. I see Gage in the building, Jay's in the building. What up, fam? We about to get this jerking. Like I said, they didn't hand and drunk all the keys. So
that's what's up. That's what's up. Oh yeah, Gage is in here early. JJ, what's up, baby?
All right.
I'm loving my family. Where Trey at? It's like the kids. It's like doing a roll call.
Just a second, right?
Yeah. He's gonna definitely jump in. Like, what up, people? I'm here.
Yep. All right.
Okay,
Mama.
So Gage, what are you drinking over there? And JJ, I know you got something real sweet because you be coming with some combinations, honey. So what you over there? What y'all over there sipping on? Let us know.
What we got drinking?
So for right now, we're gonna jump on in with the 411 because I got a couple of things on the 411, a couple of little new things. I try to stray away from sports and movies and actors and all this good old stuff. But every now and then we got to go back to some folks because folks need attention. Okay, so I don't know what's going on over there in Illinois, but there's some shit going down. Suicide ruled in death of an Illinois man whose wife discovered his mummified body in their home 8 months after his disappearance. It almost feels like he was either playing hide and seek and he fell in the crawl space and nobody ever found him until they smelled him 8 months later. I don't know what the deal was, but here's the deal. According to Fox 59, Madison County Coroner Steve Nunn confirmed that Richard Medge died by suicide. A report released on March 2nd. Now, Richard's wife, Jennifer, reported discovering her husband's body in a closet storage space last December while searching for Christmas lights. Jennifer initially reported Richard as missing on April 27, just one day after he called her and said he was leaving for work early. Now, what do you guys think about that? Because this body had been stinking at some point. It's not like he dropped dead in a freezer.
Oh, shit. I call bullshit. I just, no. You just said it. You know how body decomposition starts immediately, which means homie was smelling like all to be damned probably within hours. And if it's winter, they got the heat on, blah, 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 blah. You already know that's coming through strong. So nah, I call foul play.
Yes.
Foul play.
So apparently, after his corpse was discovered, Kelly Rogers, who is the county's chief deputy coroner, told KTVI that the body had advanced beyond decomposition and was in a mummified state. Rogers went on to explain that a body reaches the mummification phase once fluids dry up and or is removed from the skin. Yo, this is some like hills have eyes type of shit.
But here's my thing. In order for that to happen, you do have to have it happens naturally with certain conditions. Obviously, dry conditions or non-humid and things like that. So whatever the case may be. But in order for that to happen in a house, something had to happen. I mean, pressure cooking or some shit. You don't just mummify in a normal Midwestern house. So no, I find that
Right.
really hard to believe. So yeah.
Yes. That
Wait,
was a really
how old is she? Like, if she's like 90 years old, then maybe she can't smell. I don't know. But other than that, nah.
she looks like she's about 55,
Nope. She got
60.
him.
Like,
She off him. Check the insurance policy. She went and got him. She got him.
well, poor thing. Anyway, okay, moving right along because it's death after death. There's so much stuff happening. And this is the stuff that was happening out there in Mexico, but this situation was crazy. So, the wife of a man kidnapped by Gulf cartel says that he never told her he was traveling to Mexico. He just said he needed to help out a couple of friends.
Huh.
So that is the story of Latavia McGee and the three men who accompanied her to Mexico for a tummy tuck procedure, which is continuing to make headlines nearly 1 week after the group was kidnapped by the Gulf Cartel. A
Right.
new report claims that McGee, her cousin Shaid Woodward, along with some friends, Zindel, Eric, and Cheryl, traveled from South Carolina to Texas before they were set to cross the border from Brownsville into Mexico. Orange reportedly stayed behind in a motel because she had forgotten her ID, prompting the remaining four to continue their trip to Mamamoros, where McGee was scheduled to undergo her surgery. On their way to the clinic, however, they ended up getting lost and came into contact with the Gulf Cartel, who is believed to have shot their minivan up after mistaking them for Haitian drug smugglers. Woodard and Brown were killed during the attack, while McGee and Williams were captured and tortured for 3 days before being rescued by officials.
Yikes. Now, they did say that the head of the cartel and a couple other people basically turned these guys over to authorities. Like, hey, look,
And they
you know,
did.
sacrificial lamb. But that has got to be the weirdest crap. First of all, oh boy, if you left and didn't tell your gal, that just means either you was up to something, no good, or you just didn't want to come spoil your fun. I don't know. But that's a hell of a way to go, man. I mean, and then to be mistaken for, I don't know how you do that. Haitian drug smugglers in the minivan. I don't know. That's a weird
Yes.
ass.
Yes, it is weird. It is weird.
There's something more to it.
Okay, so we're backtracking just a little bit. JJ is drinking water for tonight. Way too much caffeine today. Oh shit, you better. And Gage is having pineapple Ciroc, pineapple juice, splash of grenadine. I missed
All
y'all
right,
last week due to KC Fashion Week. Oh, okay, that's what's up.
right on. Fair enough.
All right, beautiful. And Trey,
What
hey,
up,
what
baby?
up?
Yeah.
What you drinking, Trey? Okay, so
Crown.
okay,
They got
moving
some
right
kind
along.
of crown.
Probably,
Yeah, so they got some
probably.
kind of crown. We'll see. We'll see. What you got?
So moving right along, let's see. So this is a good one.
Okay.
A court orders a woman's ex-husband. Listen to this twist, okay? A court orders a woman's ex-husband to pay her $215,000 for 25 years of housework during their marriage. It's a real shit. It's in People's Magazine. It is real. A 40-year-old woman in Spain, okay, will be paid 204, I guess, whatever their money is, which is about 215,000 US dollars from her ex-husband after a court rule she is owed the compensation of doing unpaid housework during their marriage, according to multiple reports. Morel said she exclusively handled the couple's housework during their marriage, reporting Euronews. She also argued that during the time she could not pursue her own career because of her exclusive dedication to the home and family, while her ex husband accumulated the exponentially increased his assets per the outlet.
Um, well, interesting. Because here's the thing. One, I mean, again, did she pay rent that whole time? You're even. But if he accumulated a good amount of wealth and all the judge is asking is a quarter million, I'm cool with. I'm actually good with that. I'm actually good with that. Because here's the
Okay,
thing.
did you get this though?
What?
The ex, she's an ex.
Yeah, I ain't got there yet, but yeah, I'm like, I don't know how they do it in Mexico, but and again, I don't know if they just divorced or what the situation is because you know me. Normally, I'm about to fire off anyway. Like I said, I keep telling y'all you can get awarded that. You ain't gonna cash that check though. But I just feel like that's a little bit much now that he's got money and she wants to come back around full swing. You know,
And it is common lies, right? I mean, like after you reach a certain amount of years with living someone, you're actually considered like, okay, you guys are together.
some states unofficially recognize it, and I think if it gets to to the court level
But
that
this
they
is Spain, right? This is Spain. Look, unlike like
yeah, yeah.
Mexicans or Puerto Ricans, and you go together for 2 days, you be like my husband. No,
You ain't lying.
no.
You ain't lying. I learned that back in the day. I'm like, y'all
Ese es
all
mi
said it.
esposo, ese es mi esposo. He'd be
And none
like,
of y'all
no, we're
got
not
the
married.
same last name. You right.
I've never understood that. Well, I
Me
caught that.
either.
I caught that very late, like
I caught
really
that
late.
early.
Like,
I'm like, yo, what is
look,
this?
I was like in my 30s when when I really figured the shit out. Like, why would you say that that is your husband when he's not? Like, you guys got different last names, and he's shaking
Exactly.
no, and you're shaking yes. Ese es mi esposo, and he
Hey,
over there like, no.
that's called pissing on your tree. That's all that is. It's just called pissing on your tree.
That's
You
called a
know.
bunch of bullshit. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so guys, that was my 411. I didn't have a lot of 411
Yes,
today.
sir.
If I knew that we'd have a missing link on the tree, I would have had all kinds of 411s. But you know, do you guys have 411s? Because I'm sure you
Hmm.
do.
What you got? Show that. You got anything up there?
Shorty
You
got something up there, man.
yeah, yeah. Darker shirt on.
What you got, Roger?
Oh, you know, I always got a little bit. I got a little bit coming. All right. So one, there was a gentleman who was, you know, you heard about it, wrongly convicted. I think it was in Florida at being the getaway driver. Served 40 years. He was just now he was, you know, free.
Yes.
So y'all know this irks my soul
Yes.
because I hate the fact that usually people that look like me, lose their
Yes.
entire youthful lives and things like that. And then they go, oh yeah, by the way, let's relook now. I appreciate the fact that he made the phone call, got the support he needed, obviously 4 decades late, but nevertheless, this guy supposedly eyewitnesses testified that he was the getaway driver in a crime. But here's the thing: they haven't found the two people that actually committed it.
Mm-hmm.
He was just fingered as the getaway driver, which is bullshit in and of itself. But my thought process is this: if someone is wrongly convicted,
Mm-hmm.
whatever they have to endure, the so-called witness or whoever does it, the accuser, they either have to serve, they have to do it. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that's the only thing that will make me feel better. Like nothing's gonna make me feel better. You can't say I'm sorry. I ain't gonna be the one getting on the news going, I just want to thank God. I'm like, no, fuck everybody. And now I'm about to go commit the crime that you accuse me of because it's there's nothing you can do to give someone their life back. It angers me to no end. But anyway,
Yeah.
I can't stand that. And I just really feel like the laws ought to change, but they won't
Yeah.
because it's used to one advantage and to another group's disadvantage. So
Yeah.
it's scary as hell because again, I can walk out of my house tomorrow, not even being funny, and they can swoop on my crib and be like, you know what, it was him. And without the right money and the right representation, guess what? I could lose 5 to 10.
Oh, yeah.
And most of these people didn't have that. They didn't in 1988. How many folks you knew had an attorney or even knew how to get one? None.
Right.
Guy, and they just forgot about him. So I'm pissed about that, but I'm glad the brother's out. Live your
Yes,
life.
I'm really glad he's out too. I actually saw that on the news actually a little earlier today, and I really kind of like forgot to make that a part of my 411 news because I really did want to talk about that because there are a lot of people that are in there, including my own child. Okay, and that's another story for another year because trust me, yeah,
Was she a
uh,
getaway driver? I'm about to say,
I'm about to we about to
listen,
change the system, so
as
we
long as
can't talk about it.
as long as she puts stash something away for a rainy day, we could.
Yeah. We pushing
But
towards all that. But anyway, so it does happen, and like his family was saying on the news today, is like he missed like funerals, and a lot of people have passed, and you cannot
40,
pay nobody
40
back for their
years,
time.
40 years. Think about that.
Yes.
Imagine going in right when you hit high school and getting out
Yes.
right now. I
Yeah.
can't do it. I can't, like, you're done for.
Yes.
You can't, I don't even know how you can
Yes.
reacclimate into
How
what
do
you
you
do.
use a cell phone? How do you?
Well, they have like access to that stuff now, and they have social media. They have a lot of stuff, but I'm just talking about day-to-day living. When you went in, it
Of
was
course.
1988. They had Saturday morning cartoons. You come out now, and the internet and everything, the world is just, it ain't the same, man. I mean, I know
Yes.
yeah, it will make me mad. So
Yes. Yes. Yes.
okay,
Yes.
I have an interesting one. I have a couple more that they're a little heavy. They're a little heavy. So
Before you move along, before you move on, right
Before
quick,
you say
Trey
that,
has a question. Trey has a question for my
what's up,
sister.
baby? What up, baby boy?
Trey said, "Why are you not speaking CB?"
I was just about to, Trey.
Oh, okay, good, good, good. Let's go.
Yo, Trey, call her out, my guy. That's my dude right there. Trey don't miss nothing. He complimented her shirt and everything.
Thank you, Trey.
My dude.
Yeah, Garfield's my favorite, so I gotta represent. Anyway, what I wanted to say was shout out to Angela Bassett for composing herself during the Oscars because not everybody could pull that off. I want to bring something to everyone's attention. Number one, because these people are all up in arms because she didn't rise to her feet and jump up and down and clap her hands for the winner of the Oscar, Jamie Lee Curtis. Not taking anything away from Jamie Lee Curtis because she's been, in the acting game for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And when you think of the two movies and the different genre of movies and the performances between these two women, I'm sorry, but Angela Bassett wins hands down. There's no comparison. So, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, don't come for me, but in my opinion, I think we're at the point now where we're tired of doing the shucking and driving and in the minstrel show and being fake. And we're just showing, she was disappointed. Number one, when you think about it, she was told she was a front runner by everybody, all the news outlets, everyone who talked about it. Once she got the nomination, everyone said that she was a shoo-in to win the Oscar. Everyone told her that, it was her night. When you look back at all the interviews, it was like, this is your night. How do you feel? Are you excited? And you can't help but feel a little anxious and wanting it. Because when you look at her body of work compared to Jamie Lee Curtis's body of work, again, there is no comparison. And when you look at talent and the performances delivered, again, there was no comparison. So we know and they know. Even Jamie Lee Curtis herself was shocked that she won because she wasn't expecting it. I saw it on her face.
What movie was it? What movie was she up for it in?
Everything, Everywhere, All the Time. I mean, all at once.
Okay.
And it was, and not taking anything away from the film because it was a good film. It was original. It was original as hell. And it was very unique. It's one of those films, like for me, I had to watch it more than once to understand what the hell was going on. And usually movies like that get nominated for Oscars and usually win. The weirder the movie, it says something. It's like an abstract meaning because a film like that can mean different things to different people. The same person is not going to get out of it what another one does. And that's the type of movie that this is. It can mean anything you want it to mean. Like hot dog fingers, make that make sense. Why is that Oscar worthy? No fucking idea. But for whatever reason, it is. It was unique. It was original. There's no disputing that. But what Wakanda Forever meant, and the fact that it was even nominated was a shocker. But the fact that it happened really gave us hope, thinking, maybe, we can bring home the Oscar. Maybe this is possible. And then once again, we get our hopes dashed. over some BS because there's no reason why Angela Bassett did not win Best Supporting Actress. There's no reason. When you compare those performances, then it makes you wonder, what is the criteria to win an Oscar? Is it still because talent is not a factor anymore?
It's not. You're right.
Is
You just said it.
Is it
not.
Popularity?
Yes.
Is it a popularity contest?
You're answering all the questions, girl. Keep going. Yeah, you're right.
We know that Jamie Lee Curtis is Hollywood royalty. We're not disputing that. We're not taking away from her for that. But the fact is, and you got to look at nepotism because she's, run on the Curtis name, period. So you have to take into consideration the nepotism. And then I've seen all the TikTok videos of all these people expressing how angry they are and just surprised they are of Angela's bad behavior and unsportsmanlike behavior. And this one called her a petulant child, which I'm like, how dare you? How dare you disrespect our queen? How dare you? Yes. How dare you disrespect this woman and her body of work? Because basically they just gave her a slap in the face. Like, yeah, your performance was Oscar worthy, but it wasn't worthy of the Oscar, which is bullshit to me, plain and simple.
Well, you know what? There is definitely something in politics. I mean, in Hollywood called politics. So
yeah, 100%.
That plays a huge role in everything.
Yeah. We don't, and the thing is, we don't own shit and we don't really run shit. I know people think Oprah and Tyler do, but their leash is just a little longer than the average bear. But it is what it is. So yeah,
well, the first Oscar was done in 1929, and since 1929 up until now, only 22 people of color have won an Oscar.
You want to know why?
And Hattie McDaniels was the first. McDaniels was the first Black woman to win an Oscar, which she gave a great performance. I mean, she was in my favorite movie of all time, Gone with the Wind, and she won, Best Supporting Actress back then. And she played Mammy, who we all know is a maid. And back then, that's all we were good for. We had many maids who did their thing. Louise Deaver, Louise Deaver's played a maid in a movie with Claudette Colbert called Since You've Been Away. So, and so many maids. And then Lana Turner, Juanita Johnson played, her name was Juanita Johnson. She played Annie Johnson in something image. I can't think of the name of it now. Image of Life or something. I can't think. You know which one I'm talking about, right? Imitation of Life. An Imitation of Life. So Juanita Moore, not Juanita Johnson. She played Annie Johnson. Anyway, Juanita Moore played the maid Annie Johnson. And she did an amazing job in this film. And her character, she and Lana Turner met on a beach because Lana Turner's daughter was lost. And Juanita Moore's character, Annie Johnson, found her daughter. And her other daughter were playing. And that's how they all became friends. But she had to befriend her, as her maid, because that's the only way society would have accepted her. And it's, that's where we came from. And
the deal is, we don't own it. We don't own it. So I don't like when people get butthurt too much because
we don't. But what I'm saying is, Hattie McDaniel, who was the first Black woman to win, she wasn't even allowed to attend the Oscars.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying. So we've come a long way since then, but clearly
you still own it.
To go.
Do I need to put the disclaimer up because it's still true? The simple fact of the matter is, Jews still run Hollywood. Jews are considered white. White people are the majority of the earners there, so they're going to put out who they want to put out. They're going to love Jamie Lee Curtis way more than Angela. It is what it is, no matter how fantastic she is. So I hate that it didn't happen, but again, you got Asians that were winning the other day. They got to throw everybody a bone. This is Asians' year. Next year it'll be whomever. So I just tell people expect that and don't be too butthurt about it because you're right. It's not talent. It's a popularity contest. It's backroom shit.
No, my only point is this: the fact that there are a lot of people who are disappointed when they lose. I don't know of anyone that rises to their feet and cheers at the top of their lungs for their opponent. That's not how it works. Now, let me finish. But the way she's being called out for it, I think, is ridiculous because there were a lot of disappointed people in the audience, and not everybody stood up. And there are a lot of these who didn't stand up and cheer and clap for their opponent, but no one is saying anything about them. So it goes to show that when you're a person of color, you have to outshine everybody. And that's just how it is. We have to work harder. We have to prove ourselves more. And it's just crazy that we're still stuck in that existence where we have to do things to make ourselves be seen rather than being seen. And I think that is just, it's mind-boggling to me. And I don't know why in 2023 we're still at that point where we have to prove ourselves every time, every damn day. We have to be the better of everybody. And then when we're not, then we get shunned for it, which makes no sense because nobody is perfect. But when our imperfections show, or when we show our humanity, then we get called out for it. And I think that that's bullshit. Plain and simple.
All right.
And I'll have a drink on that.
Right. So I kind of forgot we were 411 for a minute. I only got a couple left, but check this out. Well, one is, here's an interesting question. This will kind of take another turn. There was a Dutch man who was actually convicted, which is interesting, convicted of stealthing. Please tell me you guys know what stealthing is. If not, we'll get to it. Mm-hmm. So he was convicted of stealthing, and that's kind of a monumental thing because it hasn't been done before. People have talked about it. They've discussed whether it's illegal or not, yada, yada, yada. But he was actually convicted, and it's kind of a first. It's going to open up a lot of doors legally for a lot of brothers are going to get burned, on that. What's your thought on convicting guys? So what stealthing is, for those who don't know, is when people are having sex and the guy he deliberately, but unbeknownst to the woman, takes the condom off and finishes. She actually, complained. They prosecuted. He was convicted. How do you feel about it becoming a legal issue?
Well, interesting question. Did you hear the crickets?
Yeah, and I'm trying not to be horrible because I'm about to say, because everybody on this motherfucker has done it. That's why. But I'm just trying to say, how do we? Some people have trophies, some people do not. How do you feel about it going that far, though? Because now you've involved the law and you've involved records and et cetera and et cetera. So,
the interesting thing about that is that I didn't know that it actually was a thing where you can actually I'm going to call the police.
It's recent. It's not, it's a newer thing. I mean,
yeah. So you know what?
Yeah. I know.
There are Karens everywhere.
Right. I'm just not one. I'll be like, oops, I hope I don't get pregnant because I'm telling you now, I'm going to drop that little shit off by you. You'll be raising this little shit by yourself.
Well, I just thought it was interesting. And here's my thought process. If that's going to become a thing, what's coming next, right? There are going to be a lot of women that's going to get pigeonholed because punching holes in condoms has been around a whole lot, just as long, shall we say. I ain't going to say longer because Raw Dog ain't been around forever, but you get my point. There's a lot of guys paying child support because, oops, there was a hole in the condom. So same difference, but I feel like this is going to open up a horrible can of worms legally, but it's going to make people get a lot more careful. That's why I laughed at the shit Drake did. People are mad about it. I think what Drake did was hilarious. And Mimi's internet must be boot. I don't know. She'll be back. But anyway, I think it's going to open up a crazy can of worms because, yikes. And I'm not saying it's right because clearly when you're doing something like that that's intimate and you want to instill people's utmost trust, the last thing you want to do is kind of bullshit about something like that. But I'd venture to say that it's just as often that the girl goes, "Hey, slip that off," as a dude does slip it off. And I'm not saying either person's right, but you know what I'm saying. So I think this is going
Well,
to
if he was hard when he put it on, and then
So you saying
slips off.
if he goes semi, then that don't count. See, Mimi,
Look, just know your size.
Don't be full of shit. Listen.
Know your size, okay? It's not supposed to just roll. The shit ain't supposed to just roll off.
See, don't do that. Y'all always
But
be
if
talking
you
shit, y'all ain't
deliberately,
cool to do
if you
no more.
deliberately take it off, we've got a problem. Because if the whole thing was to practice safely and you decide to take it off, you're trying to make me feel like something's about to go down. You're about to give me something, and you might get a whooping.
No, that's
A
bullshit.
baseball type bad
Because many times Taney, you had a girl go, "Come on, go on, get that off. It feels better." It goes both ways. It
No,
goes
that
both
shit
ways.
don't feel no better.
I don't know who you fucking, but yeah, it does. But like I said,
To you.
hey, I
To
fuck
you.
me. And yes, it does. Anyway.
Well,
Crystal?
I have one more. So there was this Amazon driver who did a TikTok. She did a rant, upset because when she delivers packages, the customers don't leave snacks out for her.
This little motherfucker just greedy growing up.
My thing is, when you are a delivery driver or when you deliver anything, you should not have any expectations. I'm not leaving shit out for anybody. If you're going to deliver my package, drop my shit off and keep it moving. I'm not going to feed you. I'm not going to give you a huge tip. I'm not putting shoes on your kids' feet or tuition in your damn bank account for you in education. It's not happening.
Let me ask you a question. Do you know what state that was in, Crystal?
I don't remember what
honey,
state.
she sounded so Miami.
She might have been. She might have been.
And look,
but just the gall, the nerve to go on a rant, upset because people don't leave snacks. Like what? That's like Santa Claus pissed off that the kids don't leave cookies and milk. Like what the fuck? Come
right.
on.
And you know the interesting thing about it is that I wanted to leave a comment because I actually went looking for the edge grease that them girls used to do the little soup thing.
For fuck's sake, stop. Just you know what?
No, the edges were off the chain. And I'm like, no, come back. If you're going to do a rant, you got to make sure your shit is on point because folks are looking at everything. And that's the first thing I saw is that ongoing mess. And I was just like, Mama, no, you don't have it like that. And more than likely, they're going to get rid of her because they're not going to have that.
So here's my question.
She's going to lose her job.
You're a driver. So as a driver, do you expect a tip for your service, or are you just appreciative if they throw in a little something extra?
She was demanding that people leave snacks. It wasn't would you please leave a snack, or would you mind leaving a snack? It works all day, you're my next to last ride, or you're my lunchtime ride, could you leave me a snack? No.
You see how little that chick was?
I need to leave a snack because we drive and we have a rapport and we deliver your packages like every other day or every damn day, and you need to leave us a snack. I'm like,
but you know what? A lot of civil public servants have gotten very entitled. I mean, be it delivery drivers, door dashers, couriers, and it's sad because look, here's the deal. I do know that the laws and stuff are changing, and these companies are starting to hose their employees, and the employees are not getting a nice portion of that money.
That sounds like a personal problem to me.
Well, the one thing I say all the time is I pay for service, I tip for good service. So if I don't get good service, I don't tip. Again,
have they not heard the saying, you catch more bees with honey? If someone is demanding something of me, they get nothing. Period. It's not going to happen.
I don't know.
It takes respect to get respect. And if you're going to come off to somebody like that, and I'm providing a service, fuck you.
That's entitlement, though.
She's going to lose her job. She's going to lose her job. She's going to have her little points or her little views or her little followers just because she might just become like a professional blogger or some shit later.
Because there were some Uber Eats drivers who were demanding people tip them. This one took the food back because they didn't get a tip.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot.
A tip is not mandatory.
Specific tip though, there were some that were demanding specific amounts.
Yeah.
Or they wouldn't deliver your food. Now, you know who you can get away with that with as well, though. Here's the thing. I bet you ain't delivering a bunch of chicken wings and shit like that somewhere and doing that because you know what's coming out their front door.
Speaking of which, that you mentioned chicken, Shaq has opened a chicken restaurant in the Kansas City, the new Kansas City airport. Guess what the name of his restaurant is called?
Shack Attack.
Big ass chicken.
Nope.
What?
Chicken.
You lie. Are you serious?
That's what he thinks of Kansas City. You know what? They're boring. Fuck them. Just name it chicken. They'll come.
Chicken.
That's so bad. That's terrible. That's terrible.
Because you know, KFC, you got Kentucky Fried Chicken. You know, you got Church's Chicken. No, Shack Chicken.
It's so simple and stupid. I like it. It's so dumb. I like it.
Where you going? Chicken. What you gonna get? Chicken.
From where? Chicken.
Chicken.
I like it.
Chicken.
I like
Dummy,
it.
I said chicken.
I like it. Okay, so one more thing, we can move on to my joint. A little bit more serious, but check it out, y'all. I don't know if you guys have paid attention, but you need to.
Mm-hmm.
The bank and financial industry has been in an uproar this week. Y'all saw the meltdown of some major players, Silicon Valley, Goldman Sachs, things like that. Now, of course, they got bailed out to some degree by the big wigs. Zuckerberg was involved in all that. For people that don't know, I'm not going to tell you, look it up, catch up. A lot of people had their money compromised. I only say that to say it's a really kind of pivotal time in history right now. A lot of shake-up shit's happening. My suggestion is do not keep all of your eggs in one basket. It's an old saying, but it's true. If you have money in the bank, that's fine. Don't have all your money in the bank. You need to have it kind of tied up in different places. I ain't saying put all the shit in your mattress, because I know some of y'all out there got your granddaddy's old church socks and you got a knot in that mug. I'm fine. Keep your knot. Have a knot, because you should have actual cash readily available. But what I mean by that is diversify. You can't just have it all at U.S. Bank, but you should have it available in a brokerage. You should have, you guys, we got to learn about money, because there's going to be there's a time of uncertainty that we're into, and hate to be preachy, but like I said, some of y'all might not be living in the house you're in right now this time next year. So really get your shit together, because you can't say, oh, I'll see it when it comes, because you may not. That being said, that's kind of my preaching, teaching moment. So you need to read up on that, though, because if something that huge can just in a day get shut down, and here's what's crazy: people, small businesses, and other people were trying to get their money locked down, because just like with the crypto market, I know some people keep up with crypto as well as NFTs and stocks and things like that. If they close the doors, by the time you find out, it's too late. I've actually gotten burned by some small firms. Like I said, I've had places where I've gotten money out, but I've gotten burned to the tune of a little bit of bread when somebody was like, "Hey, we got to close the doors." I mean, it's a chance you take. But you see right now, your bank can do it too. So don't think because you're a Bank of America, U.S. Bank Commerce, don't think that shit can't happen. It happens to some of the biggest. So that being said, figure out how to get money coming in different areas so that you don't get burned if one thing goes down. You know what I mean? So yeah, check. Gage is hollering. That's what you got, Gage. Gage says, yeah, Kanye. Well, I don't really give a rat's ass about Kanye, to be honest with you. Like, I don't give a shit. If you got that kind of money, it's all in one account, your fault. But I'm talking about to the average, to the lay person, to the blue collar worker. Protect yourself, because you know who pays the big fish's bills? We do. They're not gonna get it. The thing is, they ain't gonna get it from Kanye. They're not gonna get it from George Clooney. They're not gonna get it from the president. That's like a small percent. And they've got a lot of money, but they're not gonna pay your debt. You're gonna take the 100 and some odd million Americans who are in the middle class, and we're gonna pay it. So we are the ones that get burned first, which means you gotta protect yourself more. believe it or not. So anyway, I'm done with that. But like I said, get your shit together, people. Uncertain times, uncertain times. So that's what I'm gonna throw on that. But even so, all right. So y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Next up, we got your boy. Got to come on through, to and through. I'm gonna be the first to tell you. I ain't even got, like I said, I've been working, so I ain't even got a whole hell of a lot on that. But I'm gonna do me anyway because I love my intro that George made for me.
Yo, let's get it. Sports and fitness with Roger Hawkins.
See, that could have been a Michael Irvin situation, just because her booty was near his nose and he touched her.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think that is so damn stupid. Like, I mean, but you know what? For those that don't know, you know, Michael Irvin's going through it. He was actually supposed to be one of the hosts at the Super Bowl. Y'all didn't see him, did you? No, you did not. Because some white woman Kobe'd him at the Marriott and claimed that he not raped her, but touched her inappropriately, blah, blah, blah. He countersued for $100 million, which I'm glad he did, because if you look at the video, which is out, he kind of leaned in like, hey, listen, blah, blah, blah. I kind of gave her elbow to hold. I'm talking to you. Oh, he touched me inappropriately. I didn't want it. Da, 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 da. She's trying to. And so she's, once again, putting a stain on her brother. Here's my thing. Look, you guys want to know why celebrities and athletes are assholes? That's why.
Yes.
Don't touch me. Don't talk to me. Because no matter what you do, it's going to cost me money. You know what? I don't blame them.
When these cry, it
don't matter.
Move. Things happen when these cry.
Here's the thing: as a man,
when a white woman cries,
as a man, if you sit down to pee, you a threat to me. If I was a fucking celebrity, I would have a row. I would have 3 female bodyguards walking in front of me. Don't touch me. Straight up. Because you're gonna listen, if you want a picture of me, if you want to shake my hand, sign a fucking NDA. You gotta sign something. Because you can't be protected. There's too many lazy, don't want to work ass people out here. And I'm sorry, the majority of them do not pee standing up. They're trying to get that payday. He touched me inappropriately. I didn't want that. And again, it's not, look, that's I wish there was a way to criminalize that bullshit, but it's not. So Mike is in court. I hope he wins. Fight that good fight, brother, because for once he didn't do it. Now, if it was cocaine involved, oh shit, he might be guilty.
Right.
But it's not. So anyway, and I'm actually gonna give big ups as much as, like I said, he left us. Tyreek Hill, Tyreek, he's running Masters track now. So as someone who still does it from time to time myself, I give props to him. It was funny, they had a video, he blew the competition away. But again, he's him. And so you've got 2 schools of thought. Everybody's like, oh, he's rolling out. Now, here, Masters is 30 and over, basically, guys. For those that don't know, 30 and over. So he hasn't run since 2014, so 9 years, almost 10 years. He finished NFL season. He ran the indoor track meet, did a great job. He blew everybody away. Some people are on there talking shit. Oh, who were these guys? And he ran against nobodies. So as a USATF member myself, here's what I need to say to these guys. Everybody who's armchair coaching and criticizing, go fuck yourself, because you're not out there.
Where's the disclaimer? Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, I'll play it in a minute because they already know. Roger said go fuck yourself. Here you go.
Warning, the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
But here's the thing. Anybody over 30, anybody knows that's a critical point in your life. Your body changes, things happen. You're not a teenager, you're not in high school or college. He's been in the NFL. He's a little dude. He's been getting beat up for quite a while. Yet he came from an NFL season, got himself back in good enough shape, went and ran a race and did well. So because other 30 or whatever year olds he is were out there running, and no, they're not going to be elite. So you're going to fault him or criticize him. I don't like that
Yes.
because you're going to have Olympians out there. You're going to have all kind of people that used to do it at a high level. That's why we run together.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just don't like the hate that he's getting because, here's the thing. Everybody talking shit, I guarantee you none of them could probably beat him. And even if they once were good themselves, if they weren't at that track meet, they still may now go fuck themselves.
Right.
Because he did it. Shut up talking and go do it. Until I see somebody line up, I don't care if you run a 2-day 100. Shut up and go do it. Stop talking. It's so easy to run your face. I used to run. I used to do this. I used to do that. You know what? I used to be 5'3". I'm not anymore. Shut up. From an NFL season, went and ran a Masters track meet, won a championship. Way to go, young brother. So he's young to me anyway, even though he's over 30.
Yes. Yes.
Also, let's see. I know you guys probably aren't familiar. Dick Fosbury passed away. So Dick Fosbury is, if you've ever seen High Jump. Hold on, I gotta say this because Trey's killing me right now. That's what I'm saying. Okay, now wait, one more. I don't know who this is, but this goes back to my first subject.
I've been saying this for years. Never talk to women. Keep 100 feet of distance at all times. Some thoughts from a former beta male saint.
Sprint does suck. And we're going to have a conversation about that very title to some degree. So now that you hear it in with the family, don't go anywhere. It won't be today, but that whole beta male alpha, blah, blah, we're going to talk about that. And you know what? Big ups to you for kind of outing yourself a little bit because it kind of takes a bigger person to say, hey, I used to be basically pussified. So you have my respect for that, my guy.
Lord.
I'm just saying.
You're making new words and shit.
Hey, you like that? Anyway, back to Dick Fosbury passed away. George ain't here, so George, you suck because I needed my video. But anyway, the traditional way that you see people high jump now, they go over the bar backwards, etc. That was named and invented by this gentleman, Dick Fosbury. Now, again, for people that aren't track people, it's not a big deal. It's huge to people like myself because it revolutionized the sport. So anyway, it's called the Fosbury flop, etc., etc. He just had a birthday and then he passed away like 2-3 weeks later. So recently, so I just want to say RIP to Dick Fosbury because, again, this guy changed the face of track and field years ago with the Fosbury flop. So throwing that out there. I know we usually talk a little bit of Chiefs because that's what we all do. We're from there. Besides Mimi, she's kind of official now. So anyway, we got a lot of people up on the trading block moving around right now. One of our most recent losses is going to be Juju, which I kind of felt. Smith-Schuster, receiver number 9, he's out. He's heading to New England, which I can hate because I hate New England. But anyway, best of luck to that young brother because he put up some good plays and he helped us out big time. So Juju's on his way out, as well as we talked about Frank Clark. So the boys are going to be kind of filling some gaps. I know Hardman's probably leaving. We talked about that. I'm pretty sure that my boy McKinnon, number 1 running back, is not going to stick around. I wish he would. I like him. He's probably out, so we'll keep you guys posted with that. Last but not least, I got to give y'all some sports type shit, or some fitness, I should say. Rest and recovery. Every now and then I got to throw it out there because when I get it, I recognize how much different I feel. Sometimes I don't get enough of it. We all don't, but you have to. So as much as I harp about exercise, working out, eating right, hydrating, this and the third, it does pay dividends to get adequate rest. I haven't done so a lot lately, so shame on me. And I have to be up early tomorrow, but trust me when I tell you, it definitely pays big dividends. So there is that. CB, do you have any movies, TV shows, anything we should be checking out right now? Anything good to watch other than Acid?
Well, Shazam comes out on Friday, so I would say if you are into, the comics and the Marvel, and this is Shazam 2, then it would be something good to watch. Take the kids, take the whole family. So that'll be a good film to see. The special effects are off the chain. Helen Mirren is also in it, and Lucy Liu. So it's a good show. It's a good movie.
Yeah, she's still around. Okay.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like saying Bruce Lee is back. I was like, what?
Listen, Asians age kind of like we do, so you know they have good shelf life.
Helen Mirren is the queen. Literally, she played Queen Elizabeth. She did.
No idea who she is because I.
Helen Mirren.
Why?
The level of disrespect, really? Really?
I'm not fucking her, so I don't know who
She's
she is.
acting royalty. What do you mean?
What happened? What?
Oh my God, she's a legend.
I'll take your word for
Are
it.
you
Because
joking with me right now? Seriously.
hey, listen.
It's not that serious.
Hey, do you know who Cytherea is? See, exactly. She's a porn legend. You don't know who Cytherea is?
Like you said, I'm not fucking her, so
that
I
is
don't know.
not on the same level as Helen Mirren. That's just disrespectful.
No, it's not. Because the subject tonight kind of talks about that.
Is disrespectful.
Her talent
has nothing to do with Helen Mirren. She's not in porn. Porn is not.
That's why I don't know who she is.
What porn movie has been nominated for an Oscar? None.
Well, they're called the Razzies, I think. Or no, what's the other one? I don't know what the porn awards are.
Pales in comparison to the prestigiousness of an Oscar. Dame Helen Mirren is a legend.
She got big booty.
There's legendary.
Crack a book.
There is legendary porn star.
And she was nude in one of her movies in the 60s. She's amazing, and she still looks amazing.
She probably had a big old 60s, 70s bush and shit like that. It's been a while. I don't do that.
Such a fighter. She takes this so serious.
Hey,
it's okay.
That's fine. I'll take your word for it. I have no clue. I know who Jamie Lee Curtis is because I've seen her boobs, but whatever. It's still, is what it is. I just can't care. Like, she doesn't look like me. Sorry. All right, we don't get into it. I'm sorry.
Crack a book, okay? Crack a book.
Playboy's kind of a
reading
book.
is fundamental. Knowledge is power.
It is actually.
Anyway, all right. We're gonna get into it when we get back.
Hey everybody, it's me, CB. Join us every Wednesday for your Midweek Motivator, offering you conversation, motivation, music, laughter, and a whole lot of fun. So tune in. Let's talk. Join us as we shake things up and talk things out. CB and the boys. Join us for your Midweek Motivation. See ya.
Yep.
Hey.
Hey, what was her name again? Helen Hunt.
Helen Mirren.
Oh,
Dame
Helen Hunt.
Helen Mirren.
Oh, okay.
This is why you need to have a drink.
She was named by the Queen herself. May she rest in peace.
Queen. Wait. Did her and the Queen do it? Did they do it? Girl on girl is usually kind of hot, except some places they ugly. But I'm just asking, did her and the Queen? No, the real Elizabeth Taylor. Now, Elizabeth Taylor back in her day.
She's a legend as well.
Oh, she could have got it. She could have really got it. Elizabeth Taylor was bad. Her shelf life was better than normal too for them. So, hey, see, I be knowing.
Legends.
Yeah.
Respect the legend.
100% can't care. Just can't. All I know is
the legend.
I know. I wrote it. That's all I know. Goddamn it, Anime Bullock. Anime Bullock. You hear me talking to you?
No.
She don't have arms like Angela Bassett. That's why I don't know who she is.
Sprint. You are going to be on timeout.
Then how would you know if she has arms like Angela Bassett? Yeah, don't. Now, have you ever seen? You've seen the movie National Treasure, correct, with Nicolas Cage?
Why?
Have you?
No, I film movies. I don't watch them very often.
You've never seen National Treasure?
I make them. I don't watch them very often. No, I have not.
Nicolas Cage?
You've never seen National Treasure, and you've never.
Why you asking the same question 3 fucking different ways? No. Never.
Because she was in National Treasure too. She played Nicolas Cage's mother.
Was she naked?
Did you say Reds with Bruce Willis,
Was she naked?
Helen Mirren, John
Was she
Malkovich.
naked?
Did you ever see that?
Was she naked? Then I didn't see it. I didn't
Move
see
on. Move on. Move on. I refuse to have a battle of wits with an unarmed person.
it. That'd be funny if you made that up. Oh god. Mm-hmm. Okay. Since I ain't watched nothing, I haven't watched shit. What's today's subject? Because it's about to be fun.
Today's subject is bedroom.
Hey, you know what? I need
bedroom,
Sprint.
bedroom.
I think Sprint's gonna give me my money's worth. I feel like
Bedroom deal breakers. That's what we're talking about tonight.
So let me just put it out there because I know people. I don't want you guys to bracket yourself by going, oh, listen, when we say deal breakers, this could be verbal, emotional, physical, extraneous, whatever. It ain't just about, like I said, we going around the world. So what are your deal breakers? And conversely, hell, what are your deal makers for that amount? But what's the hell no, I'm not trying it, I'm not thinking about it, or I've never entertained it, maybe until now. So go ahead, kick it off. Ladies first. My pinky up now, goddammit. That means she ain't got none. That means Mimi probably got a bunch. Go ahead. Yeah, you motherfuckers ain't shy. Like I said, this ain't church. Y'all going to hell anyway. Give it to me. Come on.
Look, that does not exclude JJ, Sprint sucks, Trey.
I know it's coming.
Okay.
But see, Sprint sucks is a shit starter. That's my kind of person right there. I like a shit starter. So I'm just saying, Sprint sucks. He, she, they, whatever your damn pronouns are, is putting pressure on y'all. See, Trey's got to be good. I ain't trying to mess you up too much. Trey's got to be good, so Trey's got to talk past tense. I get you, homie. I get you.
And you know what? Past tense is okay. Okay, that counts.
Okay. Anyway, okay. Because see, I know a little bit about my ladies here. That's why I want them to go forward, because I'm gonna put their ass on blast here in a minute. Because we talk obviously off air.
You don't know me.
You right. I don't. Anyway, so what we got? I don't think CB, like I said, CB doesn't have any per se. So
How would you know that? I disagree.
How dare you? She is the worst. She's
CB,
done it all.
CB KC nasty. She KC nasty.
What is that?
I said it. Well, shit. I'm glad not too many people know me on here. I'd be in trouble too.
Yes.
Anyway, all right. Y'all want me to kick it off? Fuck it.
Kick it off.
Here we go. So, Miss Acosta, I know your deal. Mimi is very traditional, shall we say. We talked about this before. But like I said, they're going to come to Vegas. I'm going to take her as a couple of places and open her eyes like this right here. So anyway, let me ask, what's the okay, Toy? Let me put it to you like this. Look, I'm sexual Toys R Us. Like I said, I'm down for you bring them, I bring them, I break open a briefcase on your ass. Like I said, ain't no shame in my game. So my thing is, why? What's the issue with that?
Maybe I just haven't had someone that's open to someone who's open to it, to be let's try this. Because I wouldn't on my own just let's try this or let's try that. I wouldn't. But if I am, hey, let's try this, I might be like, okay, you try everything once. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But if you do,
fair enough. So now is that like a matter? Is that like a matter of trust, or just a matter of you've just never allowed your mind to go there? Because here's what I've learned.
I never have. Because to me, look, that's almost, and I'm gonna say this, and guys, don't judge me, okay? Because I know Roger, you can talk some shit, but this is how I really feel about that. To me, when you got all that extra stuff, it's almost like cheating. Like, what do you need him for if you're doing all this extra shit that you can do by yourself? Because if something treats me a whole lot better than the person I'm sleeping with, he'll be replaced, and that's a problem.
Trust me, the bullet does.
Okay, see, now that's different. Okay,
And
So
maybe it's because I have not been experienced to all
right,
these
right.
different little
Oh, fair
things.
enough, fair
We've
enough.
talked about this.
Okay, so I understand, and I think I see. I'm not anything. You know what? Believe it or not, JJ's got a point, and I'm talking shit too. Believe it or not, I don't. Trey already said you lying ass nigga. You's
Thank
a
you, Trey.
lie.
Thank you, Trey. Please don't.
You already
This
been judged. That's why he said he
this
won't
thing right
judge you.
here.
He said he won't judge you future tense. That
That
means
thing
he
right
already
there.
judged your ass. Past tense. That's funny. No, but I think like I
Damn.
believe it or not, I talk a lot of crap, but
Yeah,
I
go
don't
ahead.
I don't watch a lot either. Like people that are addicted to porn, I'm not.
Go ahead.
Like I'm not gonna watch 2 hours of bad acting just to see that. Look, fast forward, money shot, cool.
Just go.
I like, but that's some people's thing.
Mhm.
Porn, but
I
okay.
don't like faking it.
Um,
If
You're
I
not
have to,
supposed to.
but the thing is, after you've been with someone, if you have to like fake it, like, oh yeah, you're a bit, oh yeah, oh I was so satisfied. Oh yeah, yep, that's it. Yeah.
No.
Oh, you're
First
the
of
best.
all, first of all, first
Then,
of all, can I say
then
something?
it's not worth it.
Me, right
That's
here.
a deal breaker. You
Look,
got to be satisfied.
right. This is the shit. If it don't feel good from the get-go, because we ain't trying. This isn't no trying shit. We ain't trying shit together. We ain't. You
Nah,
gonna know it, or I'm gonna know it. But one of
exactly.
us, we ain't gonna both not know it and be like, because if you're doing it wrong,
I could have had a V8.
and then I find out later that you were doing it wrong all along, and I really start to like it, then what? Like,
okay,
I'd
now,
rather
but
have a piece
okay.
of pie.
Now, see, it's just me. So it's just me. And it's just me speaking for the fellas. I'm trying to ask because here's the two things you're never going to hear. You're never going to hear a dude say, I couldn't satisfy a girl. And you're never going to hear a woman say, I'm no good in bed. I just had this discussion in my own house the other night, straight up. Here's the reason. And it's just in conversation. It wasn't no accusation. But the point is, these are two things you're never going to hear because
right.
society tells us you got to be the man, you got to work it out, you got to do da 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 da. Society tells you that it's golden, it's money, it's always good, you're excellent, you're never not good. You've never when have you ever heard a woman say, I suck in bed?
No,
You have.
but what I was
Well,
going to
I
say,
haven't because I'm the shit.
well, what I had
Hold that
heard,
thought.
oh,
Don't be on some bullshit tonight, Roger.
No, hold the thought. Just hold the thought.
Okay,
Go
I'm
ahead.
holding
Go
it.
ahead.
It's right here.
Go ahead, Crystal. Go ahead.
well, because what I was going to say is that I've never, of course, like you just said, like nobody's ever just going to come out and say that. But I have heard through various sources where as gentlemen that I've been with have told their friends how good I am. So I don't think I have anything to worry about. Just
Okay.
saying.
Now, that's cool. So here's the common woman response. And y'all can call me and say what you want. You know what women always say? I ain't never had no complaints. That's what you always say because it's the easiest comment to make. You want to know why you haven't had a complaint? And here's what I'll say. And I'm not speaking for either of you two. Mimi says she's a shit. So unless I interview 3 or 4
just saying, I ain't had a complaint. I'm being told
grapevine
how good I am and satisfied.
so again, if I as a man interviewed the last 3 guys you dated and I got the same reply, then I could come back and be like, yo, that's verified. But what I'm going to tell you, because what I'm going to tell you is even if a man is moderately satisfied or not, because we can be unsatisfied. We don't have to love it or be satisfied to get ours off. We just don't. And they're not and say it. Hold on, say it again, family. They're not going to complain to you, but we will tell other people, other guys, like,
Right.
how was it? Or how was it? This look, everybody ain't for everybody, but the same way, when you don't like a guy, all of a sudden he's got a little dick and he can't screw. Trust me, if a guy ain't into you, he's going to be like, it's just look. There's no such thing. Oh, hold on for a second, because like I said, we talking grown. I don't hold my tongue for no damn
Well,
body.
look, there is a possibility.
Warning, the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers.
Okay.
We already did that. Look, I am gonna say this because this could be a killer. A killer could be somebody that wants to shoot all over you and you don't allow them to. Now, that's to me is some disrespectful type shit. Like you're not gonna spray. You're not gonna spray me.
I
That's not gonna happen. You ain't spraying my face. You ain't spraying. You ain't doing all that disgusting shit.
And that's that
the shower and I'm gonna
They
kick you out.
usually ask though, if they can do that. I've never known a guy to just do it. I mean,
that's a foreign thing. That's a foreign thing.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. There be sometimes shit gets wild behind closed doors, and they just think that because I let go that you can let go the way you want to too. It don't work that way. You can't spray that spraying shit.
Well, first of all, as a rule,
I swallow.
There it is. High five.
There it is.
Go star for CB. Because, like I said, if you'd have been on some old, I'm gonna put it like this. If you'd have been on some
star is that?
Yeah, gold star for you.
5 stars.
If you've been on some old, I don't do it. Look, first of all, a woman that don't give head is like a fucking, like Chris Rock said, it's like a Betamax. They don't even make y'all no more. So if you don't ever expect to have
it's
a
either
man
you're Barbie or you're not. Okay, like look,
it's either you and somebody else have a boyfriend.
There's too many good edible oils. There's no reason why anybody wouldn't do that.
No, it's just too much. Just do good answer. But here's my thing. So if that's your deal breaker, you let them know, hey, we can do whatever, but listen, I'm not wearing it. That's
I do have a deal breaker. I have a deal breaker.
What's that?
Let's go.
What's that?
Sodomization and eating the groceries. I won't do that. And I don't expect it to be done to me.
Okay, but if someone tried to do it, would you stop them?
Hell yeah. I have had someone forcibly do that, and it was a bad experience, a very bad experience.
I mean, yeah, I don't think anything.
So that's enough for me.
I won't stop it.
Why made me look like she waiting on Jesus to hit her with a lightning bolt? You ain't shit.
Because I am.
Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, now if you're with somebody, but CB, you're self-professed.
They did say, no, ma'am, I'm not swallowing nothing. Had a bad experience at 19 that reminded me of bananas, but was sour. I haven't eaten a banana since. Oh, mama.
Bananas are so good. We got a banana cream pie in the refrigerator right now.
We're supposed to have a conversation in regards to what JJ just said. Y'all just disregarded the whole damn thing.
Right. So
I'm sorry that happened to you, JJ. That's sad. I'm sorry.
I mean,
yeah. See, at 19, that could have been a wreck.
That's traumatic.
Yeah.
So okay. So see, now if you had somebody that had something they really liked, and you weren't down for it, but yeah, Trey over there like this. Trey over there like what? See, I told you it'd be the ones you least expect. Them goddamn light-skinned people, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, look, I'm just saying, right?
I ain't mad at you, maybe.
I don't have boundaries everywhere.
Pat yourself on the back. Okay, so if that was really a deal breaker for them to not be able to do it, but see, again, you would just be like, fuck it, because you're a cheater. But me. But you said, I think your thing is you're more about being open. Now, again, CB, if it's something like that, I can't really expect you. Okay, I got a brother. I got a homeboy whose wife.
Is he cute?
Whose wife, hold on. His wife does not give head because she was forcibly made to do this a lot back in whatever day. So after they got together, she was like, it's a no-go on that. Now, he put it like this. I don't think any man is prepared to live his whole life without something he really, really enjoys, whether it be hitting it from the back, getting that back door, or getting a blowjob, or whatever it is he wants to do. I don't think any man is truly prepared to do that. So would you be like, okay, go do what you got to do in that respect and come back, or would you kill the relationship? Because
but loving is also making sacrifices. If you love someone and you know that that's something that he enjoys, it's kind of like on the movie The Brothers with D.L. Hughley and his wife in the film, where she didn't want to give him head. And eventually, they came to a compromise, but it was really affecting their marriage.
You're not going to spray my face.
But he was willing to, eat her out,
Right.
but she wasn't willing to return the favor. And
No.
I think in sex, as in any relationship, in sex it's give and take. And sometimes you want to please your partner, and sometimes you have to be in those uncomfortable positions to please a
Okay,
partner.
so if you had a dude that wanted to do what you don't like, are you willing to?
I like doggy style. We can compromise,
That ain't
but
what I'm talking about.
he's
I'm talking
not.
no.
He's
He
not
want
going
he,
to sodomize me.
he
No,
want the Hershey Highway, girl. He
there's
want the
no
brown eye.
compromise in that.
So
That
okay,
for
so then
me,
what you just said
no.
was bullshit. Then
No, it's not. No, it's not. Because remember, like I said last week, I don't have feelings for anybody. A fuck is a fuck. When I make love, I make love. If I love you, I love you. If I
you don't
don't,
know anybody.
then you know what it is. So I'm not going to go out of my way to please you. It's just not happening. Because
Hold on, guys.
Hold on. We
those are
hey,
feelings,
yeah.
and
Hold on.
we
The
don't.
chat,
And
the
those
chat,
are
the
feelings.
chat went crazy. The chat
Stay
went
toxic.
crazy.
That thing go crazy. Let's go all the way back to Gage. In a relationship, there should be some grounds of compromise. Yes, I do agree with that. There should be some.
Hey. First of all, what up? 402 is on the line. What is going on, kinfolk?
402 revenue. What's up, baby?
We're gonna talk about that because that's
ordering a pizza and organic ginger ale.
That's after you fuck up the sheets, but we'll get to there in a minute. Anyway, Trey ain't shit. But...
No, Trey, I wouldn't. Trey, I would not. Me, you, he, she, and them. No.
Okay, so here's a question. This is a question for you ladies, and again, Mimi just said she wouldn't. I have a question for the ladies because here's what I've heard.
No, I would.
Right. So
I have.
You wouldn't do 2 girls and a guy or 2 guys and a girl?
I won't do nothing. It's gonna be me and him, and that's it.
CB, we
I'm
already
sorry.
know.
I'm just not. I'll just be
had a
square.
menage a trois.
I'll be
It's
square.
fun.
I'm good. I ain't doing no tois.
It's
None of that shit.
fun.
Would you do?
It's
Would you
so
do 2?
fun.
So would you do 2 girls?
No,
Would
not
you-
at all. Because
CB.
that would just be me being a lesbian. That's just not gonna happen. I
But
don't
but listen. Let me tell you why that's sexy. Because guess what? Go do what you need to do. Just come home and make life easier for both of us. Okay, fair enough. You know what?
Damn, JJ. Okay.
That's what every nigga need to hear. Because you know what? Listen, if you ain't down for it, shit.
No.
If it makes
You
life
go out
easier.
there, you get some, you pick up some shit, you bring it home, everybody dies. Look.
But it's like if it's a mutual thing, then there's nothing wrong with it.
No,
And it's
Roger,
not
you're laughing about that shit, but that shit actually happened in my life with my
I mean,
daddy.
and you know what? But
It
that's
happened with my pops. You know what I'm saying? My
Right.
pops was in his
So-
relationship and he stepped out and he came back home with AIDS. Everybody's dead today. All I'm saying is it's just certain shit, and because of history,
I understand that point of it, but once again, if you worried about that, you wouldn't compromise whatever you thought about to keep that from happening. If he said, "Listen, babe, I don't want to leave you, babe, but you got to let me
spray your face.
Spray your face.
Get the fuck
and
out
you
of
don't
here.
want that.
Man, you ain't spraying nowhere else, because the one thing you don't even want to think about is that if you step out, you don't even want to think that I'm gonna step out.
Just go to the shower. Look, as long as one of your nostrils is open, you can still fucking breathe. Stop being selfish. That's your problem.
You're not doing that to me. I'm sorry. This is not gonna happen. That shit better be a mistake.
And furthermore,
you can shower together.
You better have pulled out, and that shit just happened to accidentally. Let it
to
be an
shower
accident.
together, the water glistening. Just
don't let me think it's being deliberate.
Okay,
slapping together in the shower. That is sexy as hell. It feels amazing.
Okay, so see,
it's just
so
fun.
Sex
is fun.
Both of y'all got that kind of hair. Girl, you get some protein in your hair, you'll be fine. Shit, like I said,
I ain't worried about
you talking about pre-con gel earlier. Hey,
dude,
that's extra face moisturizer. No.
And I like it when a guy pulls my hair, because
y'all all do. Yeah.
And
I learned that when I was a kid. Oh yeah, see, the older women get, the more horrible y'all is.
Well, because you might pull somebody's wig off these days, so you don't know.
If you got a chick with a bomb ass fade, all you gotta do is palm her shit like a basketball. It's the same shit. You just turn her face to your ass and you talk through your teeth. Y'all like that shit. It makes shit noise. You go, girl, I told you I'm a, and then but you gotta be able to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, you gotta daddy him sometime. God damn it, I said, get your thick thing like that shit. So anyway, bald head.
Meet a guy that I would even consider calling daddy. Come on.
No, ain't no daddy, nothing.
There is no daddy out there for me. Hell no.
Sometimes it just
I can't even fathom it.
That's because y'all got daddy issues. So
the day I call a dude daddy is the day pigs will be flying around.
Listen, you can say it in any language you want to.
Nebuary.
Yes, Gage.
They can
I
meet
am.
me on
You
the
know what,
corner
Gage?
of Never
I'm
Gonna
with
Happen Avenue and Not in a Million Years Boulevard. Okay.
Gage. I'm with you on this. Okay, it's something that should be understood before getting serious because you got to know. You're supposed to know. You know what moves you, what doesn't, what you like, what you don't like. You know this and that, and then you have a level of respect moving forward. That if it happens, it happened by mistake. It just happened to be a little
But here's the thing.
pull
No
out
bullshit.
action.
Ain't no mistake. There ain't no mistake because here the thing is, if I'm gonna get naked with you, that's pretty damn intimate. That means you know what? You might have to skip some formalities. So look, as a man, here's what most men don't like, and
So
here's
you
what a
think
lot
that
of men.
anything goes just because you got naked with somebody?
Well, no, not anything goes, but
Okay.
again, there's not going to be any oops. I didn't know. I wasn't sure of. I mean, you look. We have ways of testing the ground. Y'all don't, because you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, it could have
The mo-
accidentally. It could have accidentally just slipped out
No,
my
no, no.
mouth.
Here's the thing. Y'all don't do shit. Y'all usually the recipients. I'm just be honest with you. As a
I
rule, y'all don't
receiving
do
shit.
shit.
I'm doing. I'm the
Y'all don't
doer.
do shit. Y'all say that. Let me get on time and ride. Shut up. You don't do shit. You wait to see how we operate. It is what it is. And then you think if you give a brother some head, that
And
he's
it
supposed to
better
be.
operate. And it better operate right, so I can
And if
act right.
But that's just it. What do you do? What do you do? Honestly, what do you do? Because when you meet a dude, what's the first thing you do? You're not going to jump up and be like, "Let me ride." You're not that dominant. And if you do, you got
No,
all right.
no, of
Then
course not.
that's my point. You got a bitch if you do that. Most guys ain't
Yeah,
like that.
because he wants to be the one to be like the aggressive one, and you know you
It
just
ain't
gotta
no
let
wants to
him
be.
play
Goddamn it!
his
It ain't no
role.
want to be. Here's the thing. I got fucking two. I got X and Y chromosomes. Ain't no question mark at the end of my shit. I am the man. Don't try to push me on the bed because you can't. Don't
Oh
try to throw my
no,
legs up
of
because you
course
ain't.
not.
But I know people that want to do that. And like I said, I'm just not a submissive. I'm never going to be. And that's the
Right.
thing with a lot of like I know people that want to do that, especially like little bitty. They like, let me push you down, let me take no, you tear my shirt, I'm gonna tear your ass up. Don't do that. Like that shit ain't sexy. So again, I am a very atypical kind of dude when it comes to that. That shit's not sexy to me. But you're not going to dominate me. If that's a fantasy, fuck you. Go to the farm somewhere. You're not going to dominate me. That's my deal breaker. Is a woman trying to dominate me? I don't like it because that's not the kind of dude I am. You can't pick me up. Fuck you. You can't dominate me.
Hold on. Let's go back to what 402. 402 is on one.
Right.
He
Yeah.
said,
Let's
"Love
go
it."
up
You said,
before
are y'all
402.
afraid of leftover urine
What?
getting
What?
to your
What?
body?
Wait,
He
what?
said, why would any man put his mouth where the baby exits the body? He said, are y'all afraid of leftover urine getting in your mouth? What?
Okay. Let
And in,
me
in
take this.
response, JJ said, why would we be afraid of that unless he's peeing on us in the shower? Why would that cross our minds?
Okay.
No, we
Okay.
don't
Now,
worry about that. Like,
so,
who thinks of that? Like,
so
really?
as a
Okay.
man,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You
I'm with
guys.
JJ on
First of all, pause. Pause for the cause.
that.
Because Trey just went on a rampage. He's like, fucking in a hotel pool is great. Okay, guys, we
okay,
missed them.
we gotta stay on one lane for a minute. Goddamn, can we finish this one, please?
Yeah, let's go.
Meet me over there getting wet.
No, because we got to go from top to bottom, and y'all went all the way to the bottom.
Some people like starting at the back. See, that's what
Let's
we're
go.
talking about. Some people like going from the bottom up.
Let's go.
Okay, so we are gonna get to the pool thing though, Trey, for sure, my guy. So okay, let's go with 402. 402 kicked off and said, why would someone want to do that? So as a man who is I'm a pussyologist, and this is what I do. Let me explain. You don't care about that. Here's the thing, dude. You put your fingers in your mouth when you've touched all kind of gross shit, whether you knew it or not. From the time you were a child to the time you were grown. Now, as I get what you're saying about women, but you can't say, oh, what if it's unclean or whatever? Urine is sterile, pussy's delicious, and none of that shit matters. And if a baby ain't coming out at that moment, I don't give a damn. Because like I said, you gotta be sipping pussy like soup. So the simple fact of the matter is, and until you've made someone leave marks, speak in a different language, and grab your head and ask you what your name is again, because their eyes are crossed, brother, you ain't gonna know the power you hold. I'm just trying to tell you. Like I said, sometimes, look, there's people that eat pussy and there's pussy eaters. Clearly, there's a difference, but we'll talk about it another time. All that to say, brother, it's a gift. Unfortunately, that's the best set of lips because the shit that comes out the other one sometimes. So anyway, Man, it's just one of them things, dog. You gotta know what you know. Like it's nothing like it. It's nothing like it.
Gabe says, I'll do whatever she wants twice. Wow.
You said what?
Gabe said, I'll do whatever she wants twice.
Hey, you know what? That's a team player because you better than me. It depends.
He said, just take $20 bill, dip it in hot water, and place it down there and scrub it around. What?
No, I'm probably not gonna do that. But
Yeah.
money's look. I worked around money too long.
Gage says we don't eat over here, we devour. Okay.
Okay.
See, right there. That's a pussy eater right there.
SWV made a song about it. It's called Downtown.
For sure. But the thing is, you know what? It's just you got to prepare yourself for any little thing. Like, okay, so look, if you don't know how to use all of your God-given gifts, be that tongue, fingers, your wacky, and introduce some toys in there, you ain't understanding. Like I said, you gotta have her ass vibrating in every different direction. Otherwise, they lose focus, man. They're gonna lose focus.
And interest.
But okay. So how do you bring toys, CB? How do you keep it interesting? I ain't talking about losing interest. How do you keep it interesting?
Because I like to do different things, learn different things, teach different things. I like to do tricks. I like to do different positions. I keep it interesting.
How so? Really? How so? What's one of your go-tos? What's one of your go-tos out the gate? See, you got to have a finishing move. You got to have a finishing move. You got to have a go-to. Hey, you hear that? You hear that? Do you introduce that or do you let him?
What?
Do you introduce that or do you let him?
If it's boring, then I do it and keep it interesting and then get him.
How many goddamn boring fun sessions?
The thing is with me, I get off by seeing him get off. So if my partner is, having a good time, that makes me have a good time, that makes me go faster, or it makes me engage more. I mean, it just depends, Sometimes you want to stretch it out. Sometimes you want to hit it and quit it. And sometimes you want to, chill for a minute and stretch it out and just enjoy it, the motion of the ocean and just rock it and let it go and just have fun, enjoy each other's company.
The ultimate pleasure is you know what? I think one thing I'll say, most of us are on here. I mean, I think we're much all older. I will agree with that. I think the older you get, the more we recognize being selfless is probably the ultimate reward. And that's not pandering. That's the truth. Because you realize, look, as guys, we can come if the wind blows. So we don't need you or anything, to be quite honest. So the fact that if we're taking time and doing things to get you there, is because we actually care about you. We absolutely don't need that. Now,
well, I like making a guy scream my name more so than me trying to scream his name.
Rule number 1, Roger will not scream a motherfucker's name.
I don't want to hear my name either. I know that.
That shit ain't gonna happen. That shit ain't gonna happen. I'm sorry. Call me an old-fashioned asshole.
I know that I'm giving the ultimate pleasure. When you have a guy screaming your name, you're doing something right.
No.
And I absolutely love that.
Okay.
I just it's a turn on. Call my name, it's a turn on. That really turns me on.
I mean, you know what? Fair enough.
Okay.
You heard me? You heard me?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay.
See, right now.
Yes.
Hey, the youngsters will call you old freak.
But it's fun though, because think about it. My grandfather always said that, and my dad even said this, that a man wants a freak in the bedroom, a lady in the streets, but a freak in the bedroom.
Here's a problem. That shit is reversed these days. That's a sad part. Look, and I'm gonna say this.
That is true.
If you don't think, because again, remember, listen to what you're saying. We're supposed to be the ones doing the teaching, doing the entertaining. keeping you not bored and all this other bullshit. Remember,
Not
there's
necessarily.
that's what I was about to say. There's always two sides to that, but unfortunately, the vast majority don't think that way. And I'm gonna be honest with you, and anybody out there can take this how you want. And me and my best friend were just talking about this today when I was at work. As a rule, pretty girls who haven't gone through a whole lot of drama in their life are the fucking worst in the bedroom. Fight me on it. They're lazy, they're entitled, they're privileged, they don't do shit. And so remember Robin Harris said it in one of his comedy specials. He was like, you come out with a fine woman talking about, damn, wasted his money because you've never had to work for anything. Now, I didn't say that was across the board. And everybody's going to be like, it ain't me. Whatever. I'm not here to judge you because I ain't looked in your bedroom. Thank you, Gage. But the fact of the matter is, it's true. Until you've gone through something, you don't know what it's like to come back from that something.
Right.
So if you think you're a bomb,
Because you don't appreciate it. If you have an appreciation for something.
Well, guess what? Y'all are born with that value. So you're never going to be at a loss for someone trying to get it, which is why at the beginning of this hour, I said, no woman in history has ever admitted to being a bad lay. They've always been, ain't nobody complain here, da 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 da. And like Gage and I said earlier, not to you. You may think you a fucking dime. You might be a oh, because you don't know. The thing is, and again, sadly, the only two ways to find out is to be direct and ask somebody, and we still gonna lie to you, or take a tally and be objective. Because the truth of the matter is, it either comes with experience or willingness to be taught. And
so if someone is a bad lay, why go back for more? That makes no sense.
But again, what makes one a bad lay to one is not the same for all. That could be said for men and women. Now again, if the whole city is talking about, yo, you come quick, you ain't no good, then you probably no good. But if everybody says that, hey, hey, she's one love on that, Carrie, one love, but it's just being real. Like majority tends to rule, and it happens on both ends. Like I said, and it's sad but true. Because why? If you've never had to work, just like rich kids don't know how much a gallon of fucking gas or a carton of eggs or milk costs. They're rich. They've never had to go shopping. Most of the time, a very attractive, sexy, fine, whatever you want woman don't know jack shit about working to get a man, working to keep a man, or doing shit in the bedroom, but they think they are fire. And that's the truth. That's the truth about getting to keeping a man, period.
But I can say for me and Mimi, we never had to work for a dude.
I don't know. Listen, I don't know shit about shit here. I plead the fifth.
Mimi is gorgeous. Come on.
Oh, well, thank you. But
that's not my point. That's not my point. My point is, again, whether you're the exception or the rule, what I'm saying is, on the whole, this is the truth. So when people go, oh, this guy is no good. Listen, if you get an individual who constantly says that the people that they're with, I broke up with her, no, you did something wrong, or he's no good, he's no good. That's bullshit. The common denominator is two. It's not the person, but accountability is in short supply these days. That's why I'm saying, listen, if you break open your tools and shit starts buzzing and your batteries is all brand new, hey, somebody's name got to be called. If it ain't mine, at least call Jesus. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Hey, I hate you. I hate you
so do all the work for you.
I hate you so much right now.
Okay, she's gonna put on timeout.
Hey, I hate you so much. God, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Oh shit! Listen, you gotta. Hey, listen. This is the determination of whether or not your shit was any good or not. Right there. If they don't go get you a warm, wet rag, yo, sex wasn't shit. I'm just trying to tell you. They get you either nothing, something dry and cold, your sex wasn't shit. That's real talk. That's real. That's God's truth, dog. That's God's truth. Either that or go to sleep. Now, if they go to sleep right away, it's acceptable. Like I said, if you can make a woman stop talking to snore immediately, you the shit. You the shit. but Gage is right. If she gets up and go get the towel, yeah, dog, you doing some things. You're doing some things. But again, Look,
Okay, I'll give you that because I have done that.
yeah, all right.
But
Then.
it's not, that's also the roles have been reversed on that. They've gone and gotten me
Right.
as well.
But here's the thing: it's not a competition because
For some, it is.
hey, you engage both of y'all. Take your monkey ass to timeout. Both of y'all, timeout right now. Right.
Yeah, that part.
You know what? Everybody going to timeout.
I'm out.
Everybody going to timeout.
How do you put the whole?
I wish I could. I'm putting the whole class in timeout. Who brought snacks? Goddamn it! Who? See.
They just said it's not fun. It's my honey does all the work. I love being able to please him orally. I'm always trying to jump him and start that. Hey, there you go. There you go. Jumpstart the fun, honey.
See, like I was saying, it is fun to pleasure and
Of
please
course
your
it
partner.
is.
It is so much fun, and I get off on that because it's fun curling their toes and just watching them squirm and just because you know you're doing the thing, and it's such a turn on. And then when they call your name, it's awesome.
I need to know all these people that's name calling that you dealing with. Bro. I'm like, boy, I don't know what it is, but I need to talk to these name callers because that shit sounds weird to me. That just sounds weird to
Sounds
me.
amazing to me.
I'm sure.
It is the best feeling. It gives me such a
And
rush.
don't get me wrong, it's not that we don't do that, but I think it's almost it's kind of a different duality. The duality of the fact that we like it, but we wouldn't want to do it vice versa. And I think that's just kind of a role thing in terms of men and women, because we are kind of expected to be dominant. So yeah, you want to hear your woman call your name or say something similar, but I don't know, that would be kind of weird. Yeah, that shit right there.
Because I mean, the thing is, when you are with somebody, if you don't have feelings for them, if they're like just a hookup and they know what it is and you know what it is, and the thing is, I don't do one night stands, which is surprising, but I don't.
Yeah, agreed. But yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but it's like the minute I start catching feelings or catch myself catching feelings, then that's when I cut it off. Because
so you actually
those are
you still haven't gotten the best of somebody.
Crystal.
You still haven't gotten the
Stay
best
toxic.
of somebody.
Stay
Even if
toxic.
it's good. Even if it's good, you haven't gotten the best because you cut it when you catch feelings. You don't understand. When your soul is in it, or your eyes cross. I'm talking about everything cut loose. So, but again, maybe that's it. So is that kind of a fear? And I'm not being funny, but I mean like not a fear like I'm scared of the person, but
Well, we've always already discussed that my fear of forever, looking at the same person forever, is just not an option. Like ever. I see a man crying in the
Listen.
You know it, Kate. So I don't want to catch feelings. I don't want to fall for anybody. I don't want that, because you'll look up 4 years later and you wasted 4 years, and I'm not doing that again.
So a deal breaker is emotion and wasting time. Why is it considered a waste though? Did you have something else you were going to be doing?
It's a defense mechanism.
Fair enough. Because when people say I wasted their time, what were you going to be doing instead? You going on a mission? Were you going to backpack?
I could have found the person who could have been my person.
You would have found them anyway. So that 4 years didn't do shit.
No, that's not true, because I'm open to the idea. I fight it tooth and nail, and I, tried my best to avoid it and prevent it. But if it happens, it happens. I'm not going to run away from it if it does.
Yeah,
but I'm going to try my best to avoid it, to make sure it doesn't happen, because those are emotions. Those are feelings. I don't have that. I try to stay
Yes, you do have that, but you stay away from it by avoiding it.
Yeah.
But you do have them. You can't never say that you don't have them unless you're a goddamn robot, and that you ain't.
Hey, AI, invest in AI, people.
Right.
Especially, the kind that does, I don't know. I just think, listen, okay, so here's the deal. if you guys have something that's a turn on or a fetish, conversely to the topic, like, and if that person doesn't do that, is that a deal breaker? So, like, is there something that you have that you're like, yo, I really got to have this, and if that doesn't happen, I got a problem. Like, some people are into, toe licking, toe sucking. Some people are into oral sex, and the guy or the girl won't do it. Some people are into anal, the guy or the girl won't do it. Is there something that you have fetish wise, or just that you really, really like, that if the person is really not into it, you're like, I got to rethink it? Because again, I tell people all the time, I'm not a vegan. If I'm with a vegan, I don't give a shit what you do. I'm going to have steak from time to time. So you can make me a steak. I can go get a fucking steak. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Well, I would say to that, when you're getting to know that person, like when you first meet them and you guys are having the get to know you conversation, like, so where you're from, what are your likes, your dislikes, blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty forward when it comes to that. I think I'm at the age now where I don't have time to waste time. So if we're going to hook up, we're going to hook up. If we're going to have sex, we're going to have sex. And I want to know up front what what they like and what they don't like, and then vice versa. So I think we're at the point now where we cut through that red tape. If you're going to have sex, you're going to do it. You're grown. You're 2 consenting adults, or 3 or 4, depending on it, whatever you're having. And you just do it. And
I don't think everybody pulls out all those stops, right? The first time.
Well, the thing is, if it's already going to be a deal breaker of something like, say, he doesn't like to go downtown, or he doesn't like to, have head or whatever, then there's no reason for us to continue speaking, because it would be a waste of time, because no one is going to get anything out of that relationship or out of that acquaintanceship. You're not going to get anything. You're not going to get pleasure.
So, Phoebe, what you're trying to say is that every single thing that you are into, he has to be into, or not, it'll be a deal breaker?
No. I'm saying that I'm open enough to try. If there's something that he likes that I normally wouldn't like,
I'm willing. If there is something that you like that he wouldn't do, then what?
Right.
If it's something that I like, a deal breaker. I like everything except eating the groceries and the butt thing. Other than that, and if he is into the butt thing, then he and I should not be talking. I can introduce him to my brother. So that's a no-go anyway, because that's another topic, because there's so many DL brothers out there.
Come back.
Who like to play with the butt and be with the butt and do anything near the butt. I'm not a butt chick. That's just not it. But there are some chicks who are into that. I can't speak for everyone. I can only speak to what satisfies me, and that's something that doesn't. And if he's into that, then he and I have nothing in common to begin with. So if you can make a woman squirt. Yeah, but the thing is, if you're not sexually compatible with your partner, then you're not compatible with them, period. Because sex is very important. If you're still old enough to have sex, if you like sex, and if sex is on the table for you when you meet someone, and you've made it pretty clear, that you're willing to have sex and you're sexually active and you like sex, and if they have made it clear to you that they like sex, and then it was all bullshit because the only sex they like is butt sex, then they're not going to be with me. That's not
the only thing they like.
Right.
If you can't enjoy yourself with somebody sexually, and if you like sex, like, what is the point of being with them at all? What are we going to do? Sit in bed and read a book? No.
But it's called anal. It's called anal sex for a reason. Just like it's called oral sex for a reason.
I do not do anal sex. I do doggy style. Big difference.
Okay.
Hey, listen. Y'all need to go watch The Ladies' Man.
I do not do it in the butt. That's a no-go for me. No. And I can say that because I had it done to me once. Once was enough. the only way to know what you like and what you don't like is to try it. That's one thing I can't stand when people say, "Oh, I don't like that," but you've never tried it. You have to try it to know that you don't like it.
Well, some people say, look, some people don't like rhubarb and other things as a child, and then they get to be adults and their palate changes, so their taste buds are different. So then there's that as well. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there because
Yeah, but I've had that done to me, and I found I didn't like it. That's not my cup of tea.
How long ago was it? How long ago
But
was
everything is what? How long ago?
Yeah.
Over 20, 30 years.
Exactly. I'm only saying this because,
it might
listen,
be different today.
I have a good friend. I have a good Gage. I have a good friend who, and I'm only saying this because it's funny because he's the first person, and we've known each other a while. He's the first person I've known that is a prerequisite. And it kind of blew my mind when we started hanging years ago. But I'm like, okay, I don't care one way or the other, but it was a prerequisite for him. He's like, yo, if she ain't down with that, it's a no-go for me. Like the way you're like, it's a no-go. He was like, if she ain't down, it's a no-go. I was like, damn, I've never heard that be a hard and fast rule. He's dead. And it's not that he doesn't like, vaginal and all kind of shit. He's got plenty of kids. But he's like, yo, that's my thing. That's his thing.
Gage, I totally am with you. Gage said they wasn't advanced enough to know what they were doing. CB laughing out.
Hey, you know what?
That could be true, but I will never know because that is not ever going to be going down with me again. I didn't like that. I don't like it. It's not fun.
I think everybody likes putting CB on the hot seat. Okay, so what if he was in the front and then he had your toy in the back? We gonna fuck with you now. So like again, it's not the same. So see, then you got a little
whole lot of acrobatic
not in the butt. That's a deal breaker. I will leave, and he will get nothing.
They got
That's
vibrating.
How serious I am. No,
they got vibrating butt plugs.
No,
what are you talking about?
No, not for me. They do not.
You don't even know how your sphincter would respond.
It would be a no. He would be butt pleasuring himself because I would leave. I would be gone.
Hey, you know what? I mean,
they said I'm old school. I get down with the get down.
All that means is there is no exit and no slash through any picture in Trey's bedroom. I feel you, Ken Folk. I feel you. Trey's like, yo, it's all up.
I cannot picture or even fathom putting your tongue or anything where your shit comes out. No, that's not happening.
Listen, there's a fetish for everything.
Well, I'm not down with that.
Everybody want to fuck with you tonight, baby. Everybody wants to. Go put some glasses on. Go put some glasses on.
Coming out.
Hey, go put some glasses and a tennis skirt on. It's gonna be on the chopping for everybody.
Oh man.
Oh, that's funny. But you know what? Listen. Okay, so listen, we got the world's largest sex store here in Vegas. Guys, when these knuckleheads come with, I got to take my girls there. I got to take them there. Now we're going to go because of this subject here, I'm going to bring their ass in front of all kinds of shit.
I've been to a couple of them when I was in Vegas before.
Have you been to the one that's like the biggest one with the museum and the movies? And
is that one the Fredericks of Hollywood one, or is it?
No. This is like supposedly the world's biggest one. So anyway,
no, I haven't been to that one.
All right, we'll get footage and we're gonna buy Mimi her first toy. Not saying y'all know what I'm saying. We're gonna do it. Yeah. Mimi was like, really? We are? Yeah, we are. Yep. So anyway.
Yep. We're going to have a live remote from the toy store.
Oh, shit.
We're going to turn out the damn store.
Hey, Gage and Trey. Hey, if y'all fly in, I ain't got nothing to do with it, my guy. Hey, see?
Do I use wheat bread when making his sandwich? Yes. Wheat is very nutritional. It's delicious. And it's nutritious. So I don't eat white bread. I eat wheat bread. So
I keep my carbs low. So just stick it in your mouth and don't use no bread. So I keep my carbs low. How about it? How about it?
JJ said, try the butt plug. No, JJ, no butt, nothing. Not here. No.
Hey, Trey, we got this. We got this. Because when they come here, they come into the right place. They come into the right place. I'm gonna put their ass. We're gonna get mad footage too. I'm pointing shit out. I'm
telling you, I'm gonna be on live. This is gonna be a live moment for me.
Call me professional.
We'll be there in 2 weeks.
So look, okay, we got 10 minutes. But here's what I'm gonna throw out there real quick. And I'm in all seriousness. Here's what I've learned in my 27 years on this planet. Fuck both of y'all before y'all say anything. Anyway, so when it comes to that, what I've learned is that you have two schools of thought when it comes to that. There are ladies that don't understand that the term masturbation doesn't involve having to use your hands to touch yourself. There are people that do that, and that's fine. They know themselves, they explore. But if you have things from the past that inhibit that motion, you have to realize there are all kind of other toys. Now, the second thing that blows people's minds, especially my sisters of color, because our parents oftentimes don't talk to us about this shit. What you got to realize is masturbation doesn't necessarily have to mean penetration. And I think that's what hangs you up. If you think, oh, I got to stick this in me, it's weird because you are sticking something in you. You don't have to. It has nothing
I know that well.
to do with that. Right. You see what I'm saying? And so it's so many other avenues. And once you open that door, it blows their mind. Next thing you know, you can't keep their ass up out of all these places. And I'm gonna throw something out to y'all also, ladies. I know y'all like them shower heads with the good pressure, you assholes. I know what y'all be doing. You don't take no 40-minute shower for nothing. Damn y'all. Girl,
so
no, slow
don't knock it, sis.
I'll knock it. I'll knock it. That shit ain't no damn.
It is amazing.
First of all, it's hygienic. Second of all, girl,
I mean that's okay. I just
don't sleep on it. See, Mimi, we gonna. I don't know what we gonna look. We got some spots here where the ladies will show you exactly what you're missing. We ain't got to listen. I'm trying to told you, show you what you want. Because, and listen, I'm a dude and I've been knowing about this forever. Like girls be talking about the shower head.
There's a lot of stuff that I know too. It's just that some things I just don't engage in because it just doesn't move me like that.
That's because it's like trying to tickle yourself. You can't tickle yourself because you know it's coming. But if somebody else tickles your shit, then all of a sudden you're singing a different tune. It's all good. Don't worry about it. I play the piano. It's cool. It'd be like this.
Be singing in a soprano, girl. I'm telling you.
I play the Jews harp. Okay. Hey, listen. I'm speculating tonight. But Trey's on
Trey,
one.
I got that. Don't do that. Don't do that, Trey.
Hey, Trey is on one. I'm speculating, but Trey is on one.
Yes.
Trey, listen. Hey, all I care about is come home with more money than you left with. And goddamn it, Uncle Raj be getting his pimp on. So, I'm just saying. I'm just here to told you.
Gosh.
Anyway, y'all doing the most tonight. I can't fool with y'all, man. Like I'm a good boy. I gotta go to Bible study in the morning, and I gotta take up collection and shit. Y'all got me out here talking about. Okay, I'm lying.
What alternate universe are you visiting?
I know, right?
I was about to say the doors are gonna shut like this as he's walking up the stairs. Like, hold on, wait a minute, we're not ready for him yet.
Listen. One of me and my grandma's favorite jokes. She was like, son, if you ever went up in church, I was like, the steeples will catch fire if I went up in that shit. Don't worry about it. I go for weddings and funerals. Don't worry about it. But anyway, and brothers, gentlemen out there, don't be afraid to take some toys up in the room with you now. Listen, if in case y'all don't know, it's called the tongue dinger. You put a vibrator on your tongue, and if you already got good head game, I'm telling you, like I said, ain't nothing like making a woman squirm, and you can hold her down because she can't go nowhere. Because if you lock the thighs up like this right here, she can't wiggle and squirm. Look, either you gotta scream, you gotta say what I tell you to say, or you gotta squirt. It be like that, Gage. That's what I'm talking about. Have two, get two more. Like I said, we're going to do a live remote kind of, and we're gonna start showing some shit. We're gonna get CB a little bitty butt plug. She don't know it though. It's gonna vibrate.
No, she won't. The hell you say?
Listen. I'm just trying to told y'all. I'm trying to told y'all now. You gotta break down the walls. You gotta literally and figuratively break down the walls.
Hey, that's a fortune.
You know what? You know what?
This is no walls of Jericho here.
Listen,
on the butt. No.
Hey,
No.
the fellas, hey, they talking about the thing. Listen, if you guys, if you know, you know. It's these two. If you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. If you
Merry
know, you know.
Christmas?
Yes, if you know, you know. That
What's
means
Merry Christmas? No, you must explain this.
age. If you know, you and listen, I'm ambidextrous, so my shit don't get tired. That being said, like I said, oh, you're gonna mess up some sheets, my dog. You're gonna mess up the sheets. What they talking about is making a woman squirt. That's a whole different subject we can talk about another time because everybody
What's that to
can
do
do
with Christmas?
it.
What?
He
Exactly.
said Merry Christmas.
Exactly.
That is some shit Roger just started.
No, Dave said it. A Christmas present?
Hey.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, listen. It's gonna be damn near felonious when they get here, because like I said, I mean, I would say I'm gonna act bad, but what's new? So
We already know.
y'all welcome to fly out in about 2 weeks, folks. Hey, y'all got 2 weeks to get out here. Hey, everybody's welcome.
Yes, we'll be in the 27th through the 31st. So it's going to be fun.
Everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome. So
Well,
anyway,
look, guys, we have like about 4 minutes left, so I'm gonna just kick it off. I want you guys to know that I had a wonderful, wonderful evening. George, we miss you dearly because we do, because he would have been on fire tonight if he was on here with all the freaking emojis and everything else that he brings forward. So, George, we miss you.
George got
So,
butt plug.
Gage,
Probably does.
Trey, JJ, 402 Revenue, Carrie, guys, thank you guys very much for chiming in.
Hey,
Everybody
Sprint. Hey,
who's been
I
listening
saw you
to us.
dip out.
Sprint, exactly.
That's why I hate Sprint. I mean,
Yes.
okay.
So we had a great time with you guys tonight, and looking forward to you guys being with us again next week. One love.
There it is. Hey, anyway, had a good time. Like I said, we didn't know what the hell was happening, so we didn't know what we were in for tonight. So y'all made it happen. We appreciate you. Hey, one love. God bless. Take care of yourselves. My
All
drink
right,
is broken.
everybody. Thank you so much. Okay, Gage is on one. Everyone, thank you so much for rocking with us tonight. You've been listening to CB and the Boys. We come to you every Wednesday as your midweek motivator, offering you music, motivation, conversation, laughter, and a whole lot of fun. So hope that you guys got all of that and then some. Also, don't forget, while you're on our YouTube page, don't forget to like us and subscribe. In order to do more and bring you more, we need the subscribers in which to do so, according to YouTube. So we're almost there, but not there. So we need your help to get there. So share our lives, share our show, and just tell everybody about us, and like us, and subscribe. And you can win some great prizes for doing so. Once you like us and subscribe, don't forget to leave us a comment to let us know you did it. Your name will be put in the random raffle, and you can win some pretty neat prizes. So you don't want to miss that. And once we reach our goal, you're going to get the grand prize, which I will not tell you what it is, but you're going to love it. So don't forget to do that, and go to our website, cbandtheboys.org. We'll be back next week. So it's been great. It's been fun. Sadly, our time is done, and we'll see you back same time, same channel. Bye-bye.
Ain't none of these old ass people in school. Spring break. Hey, Gage, one love, man. Couldn't done it without your family. You kept it crazy. All of y'all. Trey, my brother's always in there with me. Appreciate y'all, man. We'll be back. Love y'all much. Love y'all.
See you guys next week. Bye.
Relax your muscles. Breathe slowly. Oh my God, I can't with y'all. I'm done.
High five, Trey.